Welcome to Unselfishly Me, a podcast all about self-love, self-care, and everything in between. I'm Jane, a personal trainer with a focus on self-love. Each week, we'll be chatting to someone about their self-love journey, how long it took, and what it took to get there. Here's a little PeyPey life update. Finally getting around to this. Since she's in 2, this last week, I'm doing her 18 to 24 month update. I don't actually think I'll do it past this. I think I started it more for like the baby months, just to help others and explain anything that I thought and I was feeling. But I think after this, it's more like, from 2 to 5 and things like that. Like it's just, like they're not babies anymore. They're like toddlers and then they're not. So 18 months, I love her birth date because it makes Christmas, the 25th, which is like my favorite, her like 6-month like half birthday. So I love it. So she turned 18 months on Christmas Day, which is the best day. We had so much fun. It was just so cute. Having Christmas with an 18-month-old compared to like a 1-year-old. So they're like more mobile, running around, and they just kind of know what's going on more. We decided to like split up her presents. I also don't believe in giving them tons of presents, like either something big or like 2 or 3 small things. Like I just don't think we need to be giving them so much stuff. So on Christmas Eve, we opened a little bouncer. So one of those little unicorn, little hopper things. It's so cute. And she was so excited. And so that was like something for her to play with then. And my brother gave her a puzzle. So like let her do that. And then on Christmas Day, we opened, she got a little ice cream truck. And like little, not an actual truck, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little bike. Looks like an ice cream truck. Mom and I liked it because it was so cute. And then we opened we got her a jumperline. I did not think it was going to be that big. Honestly, like Nick started blowing up in the house and then he was like, I think I need to do it outside. And you have to use one of those electric pumps. But it is so handy for like little ones because it's not like a trampoline. It's more like a mini jumping castle. Like, so they're like contained and it's that like smooth plastic. It's just a really good win and affordable. So we opened that at home. Oh my gosh. I'm sure half of you saw the video. She was obsessed. It is so cute. So yeah, it was just such a beautiful time. And then we escaped to the farm in the Midlands from the 29th of December to the 2nd of Jan. That was fun, like swimming in the lake. And just being able to be outside safely, which was the most important thing. And my dad was here from India, which was nice, so he could just spend time with her as well. While we were there, her top canines cut through on the 30th of December. I mean, she doesn't sleep amazingly as it is. And then I was like, why are you so miserable? And then she just, her words, saying buff or banana and berry. And she tries to say strawberry, so she's like, bubbery. But you're obsessed with strawberries, and she literally opens a fridge and points to the strawberries. And then another lovely milestone was like trying to get her to go sleepy time during the day for her nap as like a mission. But then she just like call me and walks to the room for sleepy time. I'm like, yes. Still contact napping, like she still sleeps in the big bed. So yeah, I found 18 months just to be like a really fun age and better than I thought it would be, even though like the big teeth are coming out. So 19 months, she started saying bye and waving, which is really nice because I don't believe in ghosting them. Like I really want to teach her like I will come back, like goodbye, I will come back. Otherwise, screaming and shouting when you leave and then separation anxiety. But yeah, still obsessed with strawberries, blueberries, and grapes. So that's like her staple breakfast, is chopping those all up so that she can't choke. And that's her breakfast. And then she started saying yes, like saying yes, but like yes. I think it's a hard word for them to say. That's why they learn no so easily. And it's just like become this whole easy thing for them to say no. And she says no. She just shakes her head no, but like excessively. And then she started saying bear, which is really cute. Obsessed with bears now. And then 20 months, she says, me, when my mom brings a tin or biscuits or anything. Literally, she could be bringing in a block of butter. And she's like, me. She thinks it's for her. But she knows my aunt makes her biscuits and she makes amazing rusks and stuff for us and sells them. But she knows there's a little PeyPey tin. And if that thing comes inside, she's like, me, me, me. She knows exactly who it's from and what it is. And it's so cute. And then she started saying wah or wah wah for water, which is quite handy because she's just like wah wah when she wakes up, and I have to give her the water. And then 21 months, this is when the words just started like coming out like a lot. So many new words. So she's like, oh no. And then no, no, no. I think it's because I say no, no, no. And then she started with baby gymnastics, which is so cute. There's like baby gymnastics. I only started her because I felt like she needed something to do because she wasn't going to school yet. I just kept her back from starting play school, even though she's like desperate for interaction. So we started her at the toddler gymnastics because they all wear masks, and it's parent led. So you walk your child around the course, and it's so spaced out. Like there's only like 6 in a class. So you have plenty of time between you and your child in space. Like you don't really come into contact with others. And she honestly is obsessed with doing it. It's really nice because I couldn't do it because of my yoga course. So Nick took her. So that's their little activity they do together every week. The yesh, she started saying yesh and says, come, like, you know how calling you with your hand. She started doing that, like even to the dogs, like come. She started saying door and apple. She says mole on my neck and she counts them. So she's like, mole. And she starts counting all my moles and freckles. It's like, thanks, doll. She points out the dog poop now and says, poop, poop. So she told Nick, poop, poop, which is actually really nice because I know so many kids that, my friends that have actually like eaten it and touched it. And luckily she doesn't actually like it and she just points it out and she just tells us. And then her favorite that she says every day, all day, is uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm like, what's wrong? Uh-oh. Okay. And she loves bananas. Oh my gosh. Nana, 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 nana. And then she points to like, if she's in the bar, she'll point to my towel, which is purple, and she's like, mama. And then she'll point to his towel, which is blue. Dada. And then Nick's pants hanging up. Dada. Like she really knows the difference between, it's insane. She really loves the difference between our things and she knows them and she loves pointing it out, which I think is really clever and really cool. Like she'll literally point to my mug with my animation on it because I've got like my little logo animation. She's like, mama. She also says mama when she sees anyone doing yoga or anything, which is kind of sweet. Like behaviorally, they don't really change that much. I mean, they go through up and downs with their sleeping and when they're teething and that kind of stuff, but it's just always learning and taking in so much, from the environment. Not that we have lots because we are, in a pandemic, kind of lockdown. But 22 months, she said bubble and pawpaw, which she loves eating pawpaw, which is so funny because my gran loved it and my mom loves it. And she didn't always say pawpaw, but she'd point to the little chart. And then the other day she went, pawpaw. And it was just so sweet. We were like, oh. And then she said happy, happy, and wee wee, which is not her favorite thing to say. Yeah, she started play school early June. She's been wanting to go for, not that she knows, but she's just been craving like that attention. Like we obviously do activities with her and she's been learning a lot at home, but she really just craves connection with other kids to the point where if we take her on not on the weekend because of safety, and I'm lucky that I can work weekends and take her out during the week when it's quiet and safer. So I'm very privileged to be able to do that. But if we go to like a playground, there's usually only like one other kid and she like runs after them and she wants to like touch them because she's just like, oh my God, another child. So we decided to send her and we're just really happy with where we've sent her because I just felt like it's very safe and I've spoken to other people, but we just haven't told anyone or announced we're taking her obviously because safety. So we just kept it very private. But she started, the first day she didn't cry. I did when I left. So weird, I think, because I've had her here like her whole life, like, almost 2 years she'd been at home. And then, then she, suddenly then she's not here. It's just weird. So she was 23 months when she started play school, which she would have gone at 18 months if we went in a pandemic. But the first day she didn't cry. I cried when I left, but luckily I had booked to practice teaching yoga with my friend who's doing the course with me, Shireen. So we met at Bot Gardens and went straight there, so I was busy. The second day she cried when we took her, and then the third day she cried. But then that night at like 2 a.m, she didn't want to go to sleep. It was like, it's crazy. Meantime, she actually obviously caught a bug already 3 days in. I thought 3 weeks, she'd get sick, but not 3 days. And she was so hot. I just kept stripping clothes off her. I was like, what? This is insane. And then I checked it at like 5 in the morning and it was 39 degrees. I was so stressed out. So she stayed home the Thursday, and the Friday, she was so lethargic. It was just, shame. So that's, she was sick, and that was meant to be the settling week. So then she went on the Monday, and the Tuesday, and then the Wednesday was a holiday, and then she went on the Friday, and then now she goes a few days a week, and she's loving it. And it's just so interesting how their vocabulary just starts blowing up. And they obviously sing lots of songs during the day because she's just non-stop like mumble singing to herself at home, which is so sweet. And her new thing is like, which she started a few weeks ago, so almost at 2 years, was where are you? So maybe they play that at school, but like she calls Harley all the time and she's like, Harley, where? Harley, where? And she's like looking for her. It's so cute. She started, and the same month she started saying Barbie, because I've got Barbies, and me and May, which is one of the characters on Puffin Rock that she loves. And then she said Harley and Bossy, which is so cute because she can call the dogs. So her words are quite a lot now. Like started small. Mama, dada, nana, mole, poop, no, yes, open, door, bear, apple, mau, woo woo, wah, bye, bawberry, baba, dog, paw, babble, happy, wee wee, hat, me. I mean, she said hot for a while as well. Barbie, Harley, Bossy, Lucky is our gardener, and so she's like Lucky, so cute. And she said monkey this week as well. Monkey. So that's my little wrap up of 18 to 24 months. They just grow. Their little leggies get so long, and she's so much taller than she was, and they grow so quickly. And one day you look, the big difference is they look like, still 18 months she still looked like babyish, and then now she's like a proper toddler, and you just look at her and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can see you as like a 3 and 4 year old now. Like, it's going to be so sad, but so happy at the same time because they become their own little people. And I'm just grateful. There's a lady that her 4-month-old is going through cancer, and I'm just like, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. We're so lucky as parents that they are healthy and happy, and I can't even think about it because it actually makes me so sad. So I'm grateful. So let's stop saying, oh my God, I can't believe she's already 2. You must be so sad. Are you so sad she's not a baby? No, I'm actually grateful that she's healthy and she's living and breathing and she's right here, and that she's going to see another birthday, whereas some of these kids don't, So if you register on the bone marrow transplant to do that and donate blood and stuff, you'll see there are so many kids fighting for their lives, and they are younger than her. And so let's change the narrative. Let's be grateful. Let's stop commenting that on other people's and just be like, what a beautiful child. You must be so proud. I know people don't do it on purpose. I'm just trying to raise awareness for this and change the narrative and make all of us think about being grateful and not being so sad. Like, you can be sad. I am sad. I look at photos of her as a baby and I'm like, oh, I wish I was more present. I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. But I was present. I was there. I was literally only present. But, looking back, you're like, oh, I wish I could have like breathed that in a bit more. But I'm like, how much more could I have done, really? But I think that's with anything in life. You're always going to look back and be like, oh, I wish I'd eaten better. I wish I'd exercised more. I wish I'd taken advantage of living overseas more. It's always hindsight. But what's meant for you and what was meant to happen is happening. And if you don't think that you were present, but you actually were present, your child will remember you being present. So let's just change the narrative from, oh no, that's so sad that she's growing up, to, oh, how amazing is it that she's growing up to be such an incredible child, and how lucky are we that she is healthy and she is growing and happy. So I think that's what we need to all start saying with our friends, and just changing the narrative as well. So I hope you enjoyed this last update of PeyPey from newborn to 2 years. It is now complete. But yeah, the running, jumping, the muscles that she has acquired from all her gymnastics and swimming and all that stuff, she's honestly come such a long way, and I highly recommend putting them in little sports like that, like swimming and gymnastics, especially for coordination and their core strength, and their grip strength and all that kind of stuff. Muscular development is so important when they're little. So yeah, I highly recommend doing that. I'm very happy with the path that everything has taken, besides the pandemic, which has stuffed up a lot of things for all of us. Just really happy with her growth and where she's come, and she's really, really intelligent, and I think that is just from helping her and teaching her at home as well. So do what you can with what you have, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed sharing in these little updates with me. Thanks for listening to Unselfishly Me. Follow us on Instagram at unselfishlyme, and check out our website www.unselfishlyme.com.